Hi, my name is Irene Del Rosa, and I am an instructional, interdisciplinary coach for Patterson Public Schools. Today, we're going to look at some online resources that will help you help your children at home. Let's go right to the computer. The first resource is called Storyline Online. Let's pick a book. My favorite book, Brave Irene. Let's see how it works. First, you click on the book that you choose. You choose your internet connection speed. Usually the small one works well. Make sure the captions are on. This way.
Hi, I'm Al Gore, and this is part of the Book Pals program, sponsored by the Screen Actors Guild Foundation. And today, I'm going to read you this book, written and illustrated by William Steig. It's called Brave Irene.
When your child is reading or listening to the book, you should keep your captions on. This way they can see the words as the celebrity is reading the words, and they can follow along, so that when they hear the words and they see how it's spelled, it would be internalized. And then when they need the words to write a story, they can remember what word, how to spell the word or close to it. As you can see, the celebrity goes through the book at a slow pace, and you don't even have to go to the library to get the book. If you want to get the book, you may do so, but everything is here for you. When the story ends, you have some activities in this area right here where the mouse is circling. Let's read it. But down here, related activities, and then you have more activities, download activity guide. Okay. Before your child begins to read any book, it's suggested that you review with them the reading strategies that good readers use. And one of the two reading strategies that really work well as for research is visualizing and making connections. As a child is reading, for them to understand what they're reading, they should be creating mental images, which is visualizing, and it's making like a movie in their minds, and they follow that movie as they read words in the book, and that will help them understand what the story is about, the plot, or even if it's a nonfiction book, what the information is being given to them in the text. Also, of course, they have to make connections with what they're reading so they can understand what it is that they're reading. So using their prior knowledge, what they know about the world or what they've read in with previous books, they should also make that connection to understand what the text is about as they visualize. Those are two reading strategies that are very important to use and really help out a child with their comprehension skills. And before they pick a book and they read it on this website, you can talk about that with them and discuss it. And even if you sit with them as they're reading the book, maybe you can ask them questions, or even you share what you're visualizing, or you share what your connection is with this with the story. This website is good, I believe, with all ages. I mean, there are various books here and they're all picture books, which is a great. It's very inviting for children. Also, you can talk to them about how good writers write. So you can talk about writing as well when they're reading a picture book, and see how the author uses punctuation, uses words to describe the picture, what type of words, adjectives, adverbs that help the reader create pictures in their minds. It's very important for students to do that well. Another website I like to show you, it's for younger children. and it's called ABC Teach. And you'll find many, many activities here that you can give your pre-K child, your early childhood children, or even activities for reading comprehension, different grade levels. Let's look at something seasonal. Making a Valentine's box is a very cute activity that you can do with your children. I know Valentine's is over, but this is just an example of some things that you can do at home with your children on a Saturday or a Sunday if you want to just practice some skills with them and help them out at home. There are many activities in this website for different ages. You have some writing skills, some language skills, interactive skills. There's flashcards that you can use. Let's take a look at another. Let's do some math flashcards. How about that? It's very important for kids to memorize their multiplication table. Oh, look, this is for the younger ones. This is great. Number flashcards. Okay, they don't have they probably do have the multiplication tables in there, but I just have to search for it. So this will help the younger ones count. 1 is 1, and how it's spelled. 2, number 2, 2 ladybugs, and 2. Let's take a look at a third website that's I find it very important and very educational for everyone. It's called the Florida Center for Reading Research, and it's fcrr.org. This website actually has activities for the kids, and it covers grades K to 5. And let's take a look at some of the activities that you can use with your 4th or 5th graders. And here they are. This is all research-based. You can trust this website for the skills that it teaches. So if you know your child is having a problem with phonics or fluency or memorizing vocabulary or comprehension, you can go to any of these sections and pick an activity and prepare it for them. It's very simple to do. So let's go to vocabulary, part 1, word knowledge. You can see there are 60 pages of activities. You don't have to print them all out. You can look through it. This is bingo, synonym bingo. This is a great little game you can play with them on a Saturday night. Have that with your children. And here they are. Review the words with them first, and then you play bingo. And here's it has a few cards, a few boards per se, and then you have, of course, your cards that you would call out. I also suggest that these words, maybe you can, after you're finished, you can hang them up in their bedroom wall so that they can look at the words and every day, and it becomes internalized. And then they'll have what research calls automaticity. That's when you memorize words and it kind of just comes to you, because good readers do not read words, they memorize words. We read by memory, and that does not take away from comprehension. When a child struggles, for example, the word mistake, if they're reading a story and they have to sound out take, at that point, comprehension is lost. So what you want to do is try to help them to memorize as many words as possible. And this website has many cards like this that you don't even have to, all you have to do is print and cut up and maybe hang them on the wall in their room or in a kitchen wall. That's what I used to do with my children. I used to have a word wall right by the kitchen table, and as we were eating dinner together, we reviewed the words. And today my children are very good readers and writers. And this really does work. The more words a child has in his mind, and they can hold a lot of words, the better reader and writer they are. Let's see, let's take a look at another set of activities. Let's look at comprehension. Very important, again, for children to understand text structure. And these activities give them some graphic organizers where they can just pick what type of features a text has, and also helps them think about what the authors, the characters are doing, or what the author is teaching through an expository text. And all these activities can, these websites can all be used together. So if you have your child reading something from Storyline Online, you can pick something from the FCRR website so they can complete to show comprehension. And if they don't, then you know what maybe you can figure out what the problem is and try to help them in that way. Okay? So hopefully this information helped you today, and if you have any questions, you can reach me at 973-321-0402. And my name is Irene. It was nice talking to you. Thank you.